Hi and welcome to Royalty. My name is Byron Caldwell and I want to introduce several things for you guys today. First off, just to introduce your gym. So hopefully you've already placed your order, you've already got your gym in the mail, or if you have not received it yet, be looking for this information. So I'm going to go over some of the information that you're going to need to set up your gym and allow it to start broadcasting for you so that it starts working for you immediately. So first off, I just want to explain real quick on each one of your gyms that you get, whether you got the pucket, if you got the keychain, or if you've got the USB antenna, there's going to be some unique numbers. Those unique numbers are going to say serial numbers. So whenever you look through your app, you're going to see a list of your gyms. This is how you recognize which gym you're going to be broadcasting to. So that's very important whenever you're locating your gym or wanting to see which gym you're going to be recording or broadcasting out, okay? But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and stick this in my pocket and start talking to you guys about how to create your gym or to get your information downloaded. So hopefully you guys have already downloaded the app Upline Networks. Now I want to go ahead and show you guys on the screen. You're going to see the Upline link of how you download that from your Apple store or from the Google Play Store. So either one of those you want to download, and you should see the icon on your screen. Now real quick, I addressed this with some of the slides and you're going to see this on the screen, but I want to make sure you guys understand when you're using an iPad and you download the Upline networks, when you search for it, it does not come up because it is not an iPad app. It is designed for an iPhone. All you have to do is at the very top of your search field. So when you click here to go to the search field, you have a little drop down that you can choose, that drop down, and it says iPhone only or iPad only. You want to make sure you're using iPhone only when you're doing the search. When you search for it as an iPhone only, then it's definitely going to come up, and you can simply go ahead and start by opening up your app. So that's going to be where that's located. Okay, so if you're using an iPad, you can definitely use an iPad. You just have to make sure when you download the app Upline Networks that you're searching in your Play Store for an iPhone app, not an iPad app, okay? And like I said, that's just through the filter search at the very top of your screen. Okay, I'll have some slides on the screen to show you guys what I mean by that. Okay, once you get it open, you're going to ask for your email and your password. Now, on your registration sheet that you filled out with me, I wrote down your username, which is your email address. That's the email address that you utilize to set up your account, and then the password. The password, remember, it's one capital letter, the rest is lowercase, series of numbers, or a sign. So depending on what you chose, you got to choose that password. So you want to use that password to get your system or to get your app open. Once your app is open, you're going to see this screen. So this screen is going to give you add new business cards or add a company page. Okay, now whenever you want to do this, this is going to be the landing page. This is not the 40 characters that you're going to utilize to broadcast. This is simply your landing page. Okay, so here, depending if you're a recruiter, if you're working in sales, regardless of what you want to do, you can create as many of these business cards as you would like, okay? But the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and walk us through the steps of creating a new business card. So I'm going to click on business card, and here it's going to come up with a blank business card. Okay, so at the very top here, I want to go ahead and click on the background. The background is going to come up with several backgrounds that I could choose from that are pre-programmed in the app to use as a background. A lot of you guys want to use your background, which is going to be the logo of your business. So whether it's a Lincoln, whether it's a real estate agent, Century 21, regardless of what you're wanting your background to be, that is going to be your background, okay? So for an example, if you want to use one that you choose, you're going to need to locate that through clip art, through a Google search, find it, do a screenshot, crop it down to size, save it to your photos, and then you can upload it right here. So there I would click on upload, and from upload I would go here and I can click on the little plus mark at the top of the screen. It's going to ask me if I want to download that from my camera or from my photo library. If I've already saved that, it would be from my photo library. Give it permission to access those photos, and then I can go down and select the photo that I need to be in my background, okay? So that will be your background. Let me get back to the main screen. All right, so now I want to have something for my headshot. Here, you definitely want to have your headshot or hiring now, or something to grab attention to your business card, okay? So if you want to use your headshot, that really will help you get into the door for customers, new customers that you're seeing, things like that. It really does help you. So choosing a headshot. Now, like I said before, if you do not have a headshot on your phone, you want to definitely choose one. You can take one. You can go to a website where you've had a headshot before, screenshot, crop it down, save it to your photos on your phone or on your iPad, and then you could just click on the plus sign at the very top of the screen, and that's going to allow you to upload the photo that you've chose or that you've saved in your phone. Okay, so right now I'm just going to pick one there that I have, which is my headshot, and then I'm going to match the screen to go over. You want to make sure that you fill out as much information in here as possible, okay? So as much information as you can. Remember, these are ways that your potential customers, new clients, new homeowners, anybody out there that sees your information is going to be able to click on it and find you. So the more ways that you have for people to contact you, the better, right? So I just don't want one phone number. I want to have a phone number. I want an email. I want my website. I want my Facebook. I want my Twitter. I want my Instagram. I want all of that information on here. So you're going to simply go down and start filling out that information. So the first thing is your name. Go ahead and put your name in there. The line of business. What line of business are you in? You want to go ahead and put that down. The company name that you work for. You've got that there. Phone number, email address, website. The website is going to be your personal website. So understand that. If you work for a company, you don't want to put the company website, because if people go there, you're not going to get credit or get recognized for bringing or driving those people to the company website, unless you are the business owner. You want to have your own specific website there. That way you can, have access to all of those sales yourself. All right, so your website, your Facebook account. You want to also include your Facebook account, because a lot of people will click on that to look at you and see what kind of person you are before they purchase from you, correct? So Facebook, you've got your Twitter. You can go all the way down here to include all of the information that you want to put on your business card, okay? So all of that information. Now at the very bottom, you can add a video. Now, this is very important. So if you want to record just a short presentation of yourself, you can upload that to YouTube. And then once you upload it to YouTube, then you can turn around and attach it here, and then it becomes part of your business card. So you can have potential customers to open it up, and you get to come on the screen and give them a brief video about your services, about what you have to offer, about how you can help them. That's very important, and it really does mean a lot to your customers, right? So I have that. Also, add a location map. If you work out of your home, you might not want to enter that information, but that is a location map if you want to drive people to your specific store, to your retail location, to your office, to your location. Then you want to definitely add that information. Large image, a call of action. Call of action would simply be clicking here to go directly to your Facebook page, clicking here to go directly to your website, clicking here to go directly to an order page, that kind of thing. That would be where you would go for that information. A contact form. This is probably one of the most important parts of this app, because with that contact form, when you add a contact form, you create a title, which is going to be your contact form, contact me for a quote. In that title, heading may be I'll contact you in less than 24 hours. The next button text is going to be send. But here, potential customers will be able to go here and click their name, put in their name, their email, or their phone number, and you get notified immediately when they mash send. So if you're hiring, you're looking to hire some people, you could put that information there, hiring now, complete this for an interview. They would complete that information, mash send, and you will get notified immediately of that person that you just got a contact, or you just had someone respond to your ad. So very important there. A quote. If you're wanting to sell, you're selling something and you want to create a quote. Hey, for a quote, complete this form, send. That way a potential customer could see that information, put down their phone number, their name, their email address, send that to you, and then you could then get in touch with them and create a quote for them. Find out exactly what they need, find out what services they want, what are they interested in. You could have all of that information there as well. So all of that is on that page. Like I said, you can customize this to your needs, to your specific services, products, whatever you're offering out there, you can offer that information, okay? So now I want to go through, say you've already created your business card, you've already got one created, and you want to know how do you start broadcasting that information. Now, looking at the very bottom of your screen, you have several icons that you can choose from. So you have contacts, history, your main page, which is going to give you a listing of all of your business cards, my gems, and also settings. So first off, I want to start off by going over first how to send out your business card. Okay, so I've created my business card. It's here. I can see, I now can see how many impressions, how many clicks I have. There's my business card. I can send that to one person if I would like. So the really cool thing about that is I can send this, my virtual business card, to one individual, and I can find out when they viewed it. So if I send it to a potential customer and they did not view my card, I will be able to know that. And I'll show you how you can find that out a little bit later. That's one of the beauties of the app and how awesome this app and what great tools it has to offer, other than just broadcasting your message, which is magic in itself, but the app itself does far more than just that. So when I put in a name, when I put in a phone number and an email, I can say track views and clicks. You want to make sure that's on. That way you can view how many clicks and how many clicks that person has done on your business card. So if you're talking to a potential customer, they want your information. Hey, I'm interested in what you have to offer. Can you send me some information? Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll send you over my virtual business card, which has all of my information attached to it, including my website, my email, my phone number, contact information, everything from my social media contacts, everything is on that link. I'll send that directly to you. So here you can go there, type in their name, their phone number, their email address, and send that over to them instantly. Okay, so that's one way to send my virtual business card out to an individual. Now, I can send that to an iPad user, an iPhone user, a Droid user, anybody out there that has an email address, I can send that to. So I'm not limited to just Android devices. I can then send this information to anybody and everybody out there that has a phone number, a text number, a email address, any of that information, I can send that to them. Okay, so I'm not just limited to Android people there. I am limited to Android people when I send out my broadcast for people around me in a vicinity area or proximity area, and they are able to see see my 40 characters, or what I like to call my worm on the hook, to kind of put something out there to grab their attention and get them to find me or to click on me. Okay, so that's all of that information there. I'm going to go back. And cancel. Now, from there, if I want to broadcast my business card to individuals that have an Android around me, so depending 100 yards, 400 yards, or 1,000 yards, depending on how many gems, what gems I have, I will then go to broadcast to many. Now, broadcast to many, name the broadcast for history. This is very important. So you want to do this every single time that you send a new broadcast. That way you keep track of how many impressions, how many clicks you're getting in that area. So if I'm working in an area and I'm out and about in a neighborhood, if I'm knocking doors, if I'm visiting a client and it's in a specific city, if it's a specific part of the city, say the north side, the west side, the east side, the south side of an area, or if it's in a specific town, if it's in a specific business venture, if I'm at a event, I might want to name it that event. That way, I can always go back to my history and see from that event, from that neighborhood, exactly how many clicks and impressions I'm making in that particular neighborhood. Very, very useful information for you guys in the future to critique your business, to gain more business, is to go back to the areas where you're making a lot of impressions and getting a lot of clicks, right? So very important for you there. From there, I'm going to name this one home area. So my home area. So HOMEAREA. I'm going to mash done. And now, guys, you also can see I can copy a URL of my virtual business card and attach that to all of my outgoing emails. That way, every time I send an email to someone, they have links that go directly to my virtual business card. Again, as much information as you can tie back to you, you are brilliant to do that, because the more information, the more ways that you have people to contact you, it is gold for you. That means a lot. That way that nobody ever says, oh, I lost their business card, I don't have a way to get in touch with them. They can go to an email. They can go to their text message. They can go anywhere and find your virtual business card, because it's always on everything, right? So that's really important. But right now, I'm looking to broadcast this information to a gem, to one of my gems. Okay, so I'm going to say broadcast a gem. Now, here from my broadcast of gems, as you can see, I've got 4 different gems listed. So depending how many gems you have, you will need to find out exactly where your gem is. Now, every gem, like I said, has a specific serial code. So here I can look at my specific serial code, and I know that 2416 is this gem. So I'm wanting to broadcast to this gem in my pocket. I'm going to go find 2416, click that gem, and now this is my 40 character notification. This is the 40 characters that people are going to see on Android devices when they pull down the notifications on every Android around me. Now, guys, this is brilliant. This is where you really get to show off and find out what works for you. What kind of information, what worm do you need to put on the hook to be able to attract the people that you're wanting to attract, okay? So I want to really think about that. What would cause me to click on something if I pulled something down? If I'm recruiting people, is it job openings in the area nearby? Bam! That's a very good tagline. That's going to cause people, when they're looking down, they're going to see that, they're going to click on it, right? So that particular slogan, if it's sales in the area, if I'm in insurance, if I'm in a car salesman, if I'm in real estate, anything like that, you want to think about that. what works. Now, the beauty of this app and the beauty of this technology is I get to play with it every day. I can play with it every hour. I can change that 40 character message as often as I want to change it. So it's up to you of how often you want to change that message. So there, that 40 characters, that is the worm on the hook. Now again, think about that. What 40 characters would make you click on a notification? You don't want to just be generic. You want to be as specific as you can. So putting the city that you're in the notification, putting information there that is appeasing to the target audience that you're looking for. That's very, very, very important. Here, I can type anything that's 40 characters. Now, there are a few things I cannot put here. I cannot put any bad words, profanity. No profanity. If you put profanity here, your account will go back to a default setting until you change it later. Okay, so it cannot have profanity, and Google does monitor these and see exactly what people are broadcasting at times. They're not always looking at every single one of them all the time, but it is an audit every single day, so they pick ever so often how many. Okay, so you want to make sure you're not using profanity, you're not selling drugs, alcohol, anything that's illegal, sex, anything like that. You of course cannot do it. Okay, so don't try, it's not going to work. So you want to make sure that the things that you put on that 40 characters is legal. You are nearby. You are a legit business. That kind of thing, okay? So that 40 characters, again, you want to make sure that information is something that is attractive to your target audience. If I'm on a neighborhood, if I'm on a street name, hey, if you live on Broadmoor Street, click here. Bam! You've got some information, because people that are on Broadmoor, we're nosy individuals. We want to know what's happening around us all the time. We're human. That's human nature. So if I put on there, I'm in the Broadmoor area, click on me. If that's the street I'm on. If I'm on Oak Street residents, click here. You know, that kind of information, whenever they're strolling down and they see that it pertains to them, they're going to click on it because they're nosy. They want to know what's going on around them, right? Exactly. So, very important. I hope this helps you guys. Like I said, you can change this at any given time that you want to change it. You can change this notification every so often, but make sure you name your broadcast, because you can always go back. Now, I'm going to show you what that means right there. Please provide notification. Let me click on that. I'm going to go back. History. Okay, so here on this history, I can go back here and look at shared to persons. Okay, the little button that says history, shared to persons. Any of the business cards, my virtual business cards that I sent that out individually to people, anybody, I sent it to their email. I can then see how many clicks and how many views they've had of my business card. So very useful for you guys to stay on top of if people are really paying attention, if they're really interested, if they're wanting something, a product right now. Because guys, all of us need to know time is very important. Everything out there is sensitive, time sensitive. You want to make sure you get back and follow up with those clients. If someone is clicking on your information, give them a call. Hey, I noticed you were looking at my business card. I noticed you was looking at my virtual business card. Are you ready to go ahead and make the deal? Are you ready to go ahead and sign today? I'll be in your area tomorrow. Let's do this. You know, you can close that information by simply having that information on there. So there I can see all of the business cards that I sent out to people. And it gives it sorts them by dates. So I can go back and look months ago, 2 months ago, how many people are looking at this, and then go back and look at those people. Okay, so broadcast. These are the broadcasts that you sent out. So every time you name a broadcast, you can then come back to history, click on broadcast at the top, and then go down and see, okay, while I was in home area, I got 22 views, 12 clicks. While I was in Louisiana, I got 175. While I was in South Louisiana, I got so many. Do you see what I'm saying here? You get to be able to fine tooth every single place you're at, every broadcast you've ever had. That helps you guys tremendously, because then you get to start using it and saying, hey, I get a lot of attention when I go over to Oak Street. I get a lot of attention when I go to West Memphis. I get a lot of attention when I go to Little Rock area. To the Monroe area, to El Dorado area, to any of those areas. You now can go back and view how many clicks and views you're getting in those areas that you're in. So it helps you guys. You can use this so much for marketing. If your background is in marketing, I know I took a lot of marketing classes in school, and man, that information is priceless. You can do so much with it. Okay, so other than that, I've got all of my history there. Now, I want to show you guys something that is absolutely amazing. So once do you remember on your virtual business card, at the very bottom, you remember someone can put their name, their phone number, and their email address, and it sends it directly to you, right? Okay, how do I get that information back? I can go to contacts. From contacts at the very top, I can click the drop down button, and the recently added, sort it by recently added, and then apply, and that's going to give me everybody that was recently added to my contacts. Now, I'm going to show you guys something else that's really, really amazing. So I've pulled up a contact, okay? I've got their email address in here. I'm going to go find one that possibly, let's see. Let me see if I can pull up one that I don't have all of that. There we go. Okay, so I've got a contact here. I don't have all of their information, but I do have their email address. Okay, are you ready for something? This is like magic. This is something that's going to help you guys. I don't care what line of business you're in out there. I don't care what you're doing. The more contacts you have for your potential customers is gold. This program allows this information. So here, I'm able to come down and click on Auto Complete Contact. When I click on that, I get to put in the email address of the customer. If it's not already in there, I'm going to go ahead and put in an email address. And from that email address, I'm able to click, let me fix something real quick. From that email address, I'm going to click Done. Okay, you ready for this? All I have is their email address. I click Look Up. This is now going to go on the web. It's searching every social media, everything out there about this person, and now their picture. Look at this. Does this look like me? Yeah. It's kind of scary, isn't it? Okay, it found me. Not did it just find me, but it knows that I currently live in Crossett, Arkansas. It knows that I lived in all of the areas that I've ever lived. It also knows that I went to Gilbert High School. It also knows that I went to the University of Louisiana at Monroe, the University of Arkansas. It also tells you my Facebook, my Twitter account, my LinkedIn account, all of the phone numbers that I have. It gives you my address. It tells you everything about me. Now, of course, this is not for every single person. There are going to be email addresses that you put in and it does not find anything on that person. And that's because that person is not using the same email that they attach to their LinkedIn account, their Facebook account, all of those accounts. But most people out there use one email address for everything. If you have that email address and you plug that in here, you get to find everything out about that person. So guys, I hope this helps you tremendously. Now, let me show you guys one other thing real quick. My Gems. When you click on My Gems, you're going to get a list of all of your gems. You can turn those gems on and off at any given time as a toggle switch. But just say I want to change one word in that broadcast that I'm seeing, and I can look here and see it tells me exactly the broadcast of each gem of what's being broadcasted around me for every Android device, right? It shows me there. But if I click on one of them, I can then click on the message, and from there I can simply go here and take out a word. So if everything is the same, but today I'm going to be in Memphis, and I want to change and take out El Dorado and put in the word Memphis. then I would just backspace El Dorado, write in Memphis, click save, bam, now I'm broadcasting my new message. Okay, so real simple. Guys, just like with Facebook, just like with any new application that you guys use out there, after you use it for a week, for 2 weeks, for a month, you're going to become more familiar with your product. You're going to become more familiar with your application. I am always available with email address. Send me an email. I might not be able to respond to you immediately because I'm with another client, I'm on the phone, I'm doing whatever, I might be eating, I might be sleeping. But regardless, send me that email. Let me know that you need some help, and I'm going to answer your email as soon as possible, okay? If it's something that's really time sensitive, you've got to have me like right now, then please give me a call or give me send me a text message. I'll try to respond as soon as possible, okay? Because, guys, I want you guys to be successful, because when you're successful, I'm successful, right? All right, thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to start broadcasting your information immediately on your gym, and also the app. The app is beautiful. It's just as beautiful as the gym is. The app is amazing. So make sure you use it. Make sure you do everything that I just taught you, because the more that you put on this app, the better. All right. Have a great day, and thank you for being part of Royaltie.